Hey folks, it's Jim Fuse here, and I'm here with Mario.
Hey, how are you?
And we're here live on Substack at VidFest, and we're here at the Shure booth. And so we're going to flip the camera here and let Mario show you some of this cool stuff we got going on.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jim, for going live. And I'm super excited to be on Substack, something I'm totally going to be looking into because you gave me a amazing rundown on what Substack is. So yeah, we're at VidFest here in Atlanta. And VidFest is for creators to, showcase audio for video. And so what we're doing is we're showing all of our products that we have to make life easier for audio, for video, from the pro level all the way to entry level. This is our newest microphone. This is the MV7i. Now, this is a unique microphone because it is the first of its kind in that it's a mic and it's also an input. So you can actually plug a secondary microphone into it and then have this microphone connect to your iPad, your cell phone, or your laptop and have two microphones into one device. So you can do a podcast pretty much anywhere. It comes with free software that you could download, and the software is going to act as your audio engineer. So you can essentially control your gain automatically, add some noise reduction, change some of the EQs on each microphone. You can also plug an instrument into this microphone as well. Right now we have the XLR cable plugged in. You could actually plug in an instrument, and it's a stereo connection. So you could plug like a synthesizer or a guitar. And for you singer-songwriters out there, you can have a mic and your instrument into your phone or into your iPad or computer. So super easy to use. It's brand new, came out at the beginning of this year, so we're super excited about it. It's called the MV7i. We call it a smart microphone. And it's microphone with an interface. The microphone that I have plugged into it is also a unique microphone. This is the MV7 Plus. Now, the great thing about this mic, it's what we call a hybrid mic, and that you can either use it XLR or you can connect it USB. And you could plug that into your laptop, or if you have an interface, you can connect that into your interface into your device or whatnot. If you do use it USB, you have access to that same software that I showed you that will have gain control, it'll have EQs, it'll have noise reduction, and it also has an active LED like on here, and you could change the color according to your show or to your liking. We have about 16 million different color combinations on that. So this is the MV7 Plus, amazing microphone. Excited about that. You'll notice some headphones. So Shure also makes headphones. We do studio headphones to consumer headphones. We have a noise canceling headphone called like 50. These are our studio headphones, SRH 440. These are great for entry level. I call them the workhorse because they're good for any audio production. Then you have the 840s here. You're stepping up a little bit. These are has a more tailored frequency response, so they're better for mixing and some more focused audio production. So a lot of folks don't know that we make listening products, so I wanted to throw that in there. The next thing we have is the MV6. This is our entry level USB microphone. This is marketed as our first ever gaming microphone. So our gaming PCs. It is also plug and play. It's a USB-C only connection, has a headphone out, and then it has all the same software that we talked about with the other microphones. But it's literally a plug and play microphone. Just some attention here to the software that I've got running on this laptop. This is what we call Motive Mix. And now what Motive Mix does, it's basically a digital mixer. So any microphone, whether it's Shure or any USB mic you have plugged into your computer, it'll show up here as a track. And you can assign that into here as a track. You can have up to 5 as a digital mixer. So you can essentially take that mix and send it out to like a streaming software or like another digital audio workstation, or you can actually record directly onto the app here. So,
and Mario, one of the things we talked about, this software really overcomes where now you can have more than one microphone on your computer, where before it was like you just had one plug and that was it.
Yes. A big question I get is how do I connect 2 mics into one computer? Because when you do that, when you connect one mic, it's going to default to that mic. and it's hard. You have to choose between one or the other. This one will allow you to populate up to 5 different microphones. Now, a lot of computers don't have like 5 inputs, but even if you use a hub, it'll recognize the fact that a microphone is plugged in, and you could populate it in here. So, for example, I have my MV6 and my SM7DB through this interface here plugged into my computer, and it's recognizing both of those. I could populate those into tracks there. So, amazing piece of software. Then we have a classic microphone, the SM7B. Now, this is the SM7DB. I'll explain what that is here in a sec. But the SM7B is an iconic vocal microphone, it's industry standard for broadcast. We just celebrated its 50th year, so it's been around quite a bit. It's our premier broadcast streaming microphone. It's an XLR microphone, so you would need an interface or a mixer actually to use it. And the great thing about this mic is that it's widely used. It's industry standard. But the other thing too is that I'm going to show you some of the way that it's designed here. If I can get this thing off. So you'll notice that the actual mic itself is kind of embedded back here, where your mouth will be about right here. So there's a little bit of gap here, which means that it's going to require some extra gain or extra volume, in which case you would need like a gain lifting device. And for those in the know, Cloud Lifter is probably the most popular one, right? So with this particular model, the SM7DB, we have a built-in preamp in this microphone. So you would not need a gain lifting device. All you'd need to do is provide it phantom power. Will activate the preamp, and then you won't need to have that extra step. So that's relatively new. I think we're in year 2, the SM7DB. So.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorites. That's actually what I use when Chris and I go live on Dealcasters, and in my studio microphone is that SM7DB. It's a great mic.
Yeah, so we're showing that here too, a great audio for video solution. Okay, so the next one is our newest member of wireless mics, and it's what we call Move Mic. And we're actually using Move Mic for this live stream. Right? So you're actually hearing these two, because Jim and I have these connected to us now. This is our first ever wireless lavalier microphone system. Omnidirectional condenser microphone. It's actually amongst the smallest in the industry. One of the smallest. It's IPX4 rated, so it's water resistant. And it connects directly to your phone or will connect to a receiver.
Right. And I've actually right now have the receiver attached to my phone that we're using to go live here on Substack. And the other thing you'll notice where Mario has that on, I actually was able to turn off, a lot of times you'll see like a little blue light. Well, the one nice thing about the Move Mic is not only do you have noise cancellation, but you can also turn off that light so you're not having that as a distraction. Yes.
So this is a wireless condenser microphone that's omnidirectional. The case will charge the microphone, and you get 8 hours of microphone, and the case will hold an additional 2 charges. So in total, you get about 24 hours. Then, of course, you can connect it to the receiver if you need it, and the receiver will allow you to connect it, like Jim said, to your phone or to your DSLR camera. And then the last addition to the Move Mic is this microphone, and this is the Move Mic 88 Plus. This is a stereo condenser microphone that's wireless, direct to your phone or to a receiver. The great thing about this mic is you can actually change the polar patterns of the microphone through the app here. So you have different configurations for whatever you're trying to record. So it's a multi-use case microphone, but it's also a condenser mic, which means that it's going to be a little bit more sensitive to pick up more detail and sound. So this is, again, the latest addition to our Move Mic family of mics, and it's the MB88 Plus.
And what kind of range does that have when it's wireless from the actual device that you're recording to?
In a clear room, clear line of sight, about 100 feet. Wow. Yeah. But we also brought some of our pro wireless stuff here. So this is the ADX5. And the ADX5 is our Axient Digital line of professional microphones. Those are wireless microphones that you find at like the Super Bowl show or the Grammys or sometimes in government in the White House for wireless technology. And we pioneer all of our wireless technologies and stuff. So this is more of our pro. It uses an RF signal and digital. So what that means is it needs to find the right frequency within the area. So I could think of it as a TV channel, and that's how it connects wirelessly. So we brought some of that stuff just to show that it's available, and we have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thanks again, Mario. And what's the best way for people to connect with you?
Sure. I'm on LinkedIn, it's Mario Ponce, or you can shout out to Shure.com as well. But the way to reach me personally is through LinkedIn and Mario Ponce.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
If you didn't make it out to VidFest, make sure you go out to PodFest in January. Amazing stuff being taught here to people that want to get better with their video or their audio. And if you want to get better at your audio, you need to talk to the folks at Shure. And I'll be turning this into an article here on my Substack if you missed the live. And then you'll be able to rewatch this and let us know if you got questions. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.